Hey, what's the buzz? You know, the scoop on who's ahead of the game, as in the video game. And who's in the know, you know, when it comes to animation and art and technology. And who puts it all together? You guessed it, it's the Art Institutes. At SIGGRAPH, one of North America's largest media arts and animation conventions, students, faculty, and alumni from the Art Institutes stole the show. With a commanding 2,000 square foot booth that showcased award-winning work, hands-on instruction, and big-time success stories.
One of a small number of booths that actually teaches on the floor. We did what we do best. We bring in some of our best instructors, and we get to show people what we do.
I love the fact that our booth is so experiential.
I think our presence here at the SIGGRAPH has been completely phenomenal, particularly in comparison to some of the other schools that are here. We just have such a large booth, and it's awesome that right when you come down the escalator, it's the first thing that you see is the Art Institute. And we've made an awesome impact on the number of students that we've connected with, our alumni that we've connected with, and just to let the industry know that we're here.
There was no doubt that the Art Institutes had a huge impact on this year's convention. In fact, students created an impressive interactive video game that made its debut as part of a giveaway at the Art Institute's booth. The video game highlighted not only the students' talents in the area of design and animation, but also showed how well different disciplines were able to work together, much like projects in the real world.
The intersection of art and technology, and I think that's really what we're all about. Being there at SIGGRAPH puts our stamp on the world and says, you know, we're part of this community, we're a big part of it.
Visitors flocked to the Art Institute's booth because they knew they would have a great hands-on experience.
Well, teaching at SIGGRAPH is definitely a joyful experience. You get a lot of people that are very psyched up about what they're doing and what they've come here for. We've got these great easels with computers set up and digitizing tablets. You see that we are teaching traditional techniques using digital media. You know, it puts us a little step above where some of the other places are doing.
One reason the Art Institutes is a step above the competition is their partnerships with some of the biggest names in creative technology, like Adobe, Apple, ATI, Autodesk, Avid, Hewlett-Packard, Intel, Journey Education, SATEC, Quark, and Wacom. For the Art Institutes, SIGGRAPH is all about teaching and learning.
We are a very pragmatic school. We teach hands-on. We teach exactly what it's like to be in the world of production.
It's not just making contacts for jobs that exist now. It's finding out 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, what are going to be the changes in what those employers want. It helps us look into the future like a crystal ball and get a good idea for where we should be going.
At SIGGRAPH, the Art Institutes is strengthening its reputation.
Also, it just seems that everyone I talk to either has a colleague or a boss or a friend who has had a great experience at one of our schools. And for us to be well known in the computer graphics community makes a huge difference in what we can do placing students and working with companies.
We actually met with the head recruiter for Electronic Arts this week, and he's been to many of our schools. He knows our institutions and our schools very well. They hire students from our schools. But one thing he said was that, you know, some of the best new hires he had hired from anywhere were from the Art Institute.
I think the buzz is, from what I could tell, is very positive.
Professionally, it's just amazing to see where our company stands.
And we have a really good experience being here, being in the industry. We're one of the first schools, and we have a lot to offer, and we're almost like that gold standard.
To learn more about the Art Institutes at the SIGGRAPH convention, visit artinstitutes.edu/SIGGRAPH.